I'm Dr. Lawrence Tan from Drive Your Practice, and I'm here in New Jersey with Patrick Gentempo. I'm so excited to be here. It was great having breakfast with you this morning, Pat.
It's awesome being here.
It's been great. I've been following your career since I was a student. It's been amazing to see your evolution of practice. But more importantly, though, you've been known about as the philosophy guru. You've been, especially in chiropractic. So tell us, why is philosophy so important, not just in chiropractic but in our lives?
You have a philosophy. Your practice has a philosophy. The only question is, do you know it, and how well defined is it? Philosophy is like this interesting word in chiropractic. I think it's probably the most controversial term in the profession, yet it's, I think, the most important term. Ultimately, philosophy is practical because when you have contradictions in your basic philosophical premises, the only possible result is destruction. The amount of destruction will be relative to the level of the contradiction. And what I find, having worked with tens of thousands of chiropractors over the years, is that there are low-hanging fruit contradictions that they get resolved that has transformative effects on the practice. So, and I'd like to say, it's just about your practice, which it is, has direct impact, but really philosophy is a part of your life. You have a philosophy about parenting, you have a philosophy about your health and fitness, you have a philosophy about money, which is where real big contradictions are for chiropractors. You have philosophy about every important category of your life. So by learning what I call the philosophy formula, you can now start to process areas that are important for you to upgrade through this algorithm of thinking, basically, and it has pretty monumental impact.
The philosophy formula is amazing because I took it. I purchased it a few months back, and I've been going through it, like just reading it, and just listening to what you've been saying has been powerful to me. Because I look back at my career and go, you know what? There are areas of success that I've actually had. It was because of the philosophy that I developed. I didn't know that. Unconsciously, I developed it. There's also areas where there was contradictions and where I wasn't successful, and it really kind of hit home to me and go, wow, that's exactly what was happening. And so even, in my career so far, it's been able to kind of get some clarity within that. But not only was it only helpful within practice, but it really helpful with my life. And that was really amazing on how it affects my purpose, and also seeing the contradiction has led to the point that I'm at. So let me ask you this question here, is because you did say philosophy is one of those words that split the profession, but it's also important to recognize that we all have this philosophy, and it's really important to drive home that it's not only in practice, like you just said, it's actually part of our life. How expansive in terms of, where do we see people's contradictions? Like, how would you know that you actually have contradictions?
Well, it's typically, you have contradictions when you're trying to accomplish something and it's not working. Or you feel like you're underperforming, you feel like your relationship is kind of not going where you want it to go. Your patient retention's not right. If you're somebody who says, I need new patients, that's the number one need in my practice, you've got certain contradictions. Because the reality is, you don't need new patients need you. And when you start to reorient your premises, I talk about the power of premise. If your premises are wrong because you sat in the back seat of your car and your parents were talking and they said life isn't fair, don't bite off more than you can chew, don't be something you're not, rich people are thieves, those are all premises that accumulate from your mother's, father's, teachers, preachers over time that are absolutely impacting your effectiveness right now and your outcomes. And if you don't radiate consciousness on your life, your thinking, what your foundational premises, or I call them belief elements, are, and line them up so that they push you in a direction or propel you in a direction as compared to fight with each other, which is the contradiction, then you're going to be stuck. So this is really high-level breakthrough work. It's profound. These 3 videos I give away, they're free. And it can introduce you to some big ahas that I know would be transformative for you if you decide to consume the information.
I know that I've seen those 3 videos after the fact, actually. I watched it after I bought the practice, and it was just amazing because that was actually part of the program. Yeah. So you're going to learn so much from these 3 videos on itself, because it actually does transform you just mentally, but also get some clarity on actually, hey, maybe my results I didn't get was because of the way I was thinking. So I encourage you to actually stop this link below here. We're going to put the link right here, and click onto the link, and that will allow you to actually watch these 3 videos as they come out. And trust me, they're powerful, and it really will shift your mind just watching these 3 videos. So I really encourage you to actually watch the videos as they come through. Pat, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks for taking the time. Great to be with you.
It's so great to kind of see you after all these years. But I made this trip to New Jersey because of philosophy formula. I really want to kind of get together and have a chat with him. So make sure you go and watch these videos. Stop the link below. I'm Dr. Lawrence Tan from Drive Your Practice, and Dr. Patrick Gentempo.
Thanks for watching.